Ovation family, what is up? It's me, Brandon, your friend, your neighbor, your host, back with another video from Innovation Property Atlanta. Just here talking about these rental cars, Turo car rentals, side hustles, ways we all come together and make money. Before we jump to today's quick update, guys, do me a favor if you don't mind, like my video, subscribe to my channel, show me some love in the comment section by asking questions, give me feedback on what you guys got going on in your world. And then we'll go from there, guys, as always. Appreciate you guys watching. Today's video, long form video, is going to be on the 2015 Cadillac Escalade that was in a total loss accident about 3 weeks ago now, give or take, maybe a month or so. It was a car that was rented out. Basically, it was on a weekend rental. It went out on a Friday. Saturday, she wrecked the vehicle the next day. She got back in contact with me. I was out of town, and let me know that she lost control of the vehicle and hit a pole. So that's kind of the backdrop. I have a video out there that I did probably about 2 weeks ago, just giving you guys some pictures and some play-by-play. So quick update. So I'm going to walk you guys through the whole total loss process, how it works, how much I was paid out for the vehicle, and what are the next steps. So whenever you get a total loss vehicle, as far as with Turo, every situation is different, but through Turo's platform, they'll take care of you. If you do your part by documenting the pictures, you do your part by submitting all the information in a timely fashion, submitting a claim to them, having your deductible plan. In my case, I was on the 80-20 plan, which means I got to pay, basically, I got to pay a $750 deductible out of the total price of the vehicle. So in this case, I'll give you guys a breakdown what it was in terms of my payout. So Turo, actually was a pretty good claim. It was a pretty good claim process. Sometimes it can take a month, 2 months. This time they were pretty quick in getting back with me. So once they deemed it a total loss, in this case, of course, the car is undrivable. So it was at the impound yard. So they got to get the vehicle from the impound yard and bring it to one of their vendors or one of their Turo certified locations to get the vehicle inspected and checked out by one of their appraisals, or their companies that they work on a regular basis, which is called IAA. It's probably a known company in most of you guys' cities. You guys probably seen them before. They deal a lot with salvage vehicles, wrecked vehicles. So IAA basically takes the next steps with Turo, and they'll appraise the vehicle, give you an idea how much it's worth. They'll deem it the total loss, and they'll send the information up to the Turo adjuster, and then IAA and Turo will send you out the paperwork to go ahead and get the process going. As far as get the power of attorney going, as far as the paperwork, you got to get everything notarized and get everything signed off. Once you get everything signed off and notarized, get all the paperwork back to IAA, they basically take about maybe a week after that. Once you get everything back to them, it's done via FedEx, so it's pretty quick. Once you get the paperwork back to them, it takes probably maybe like a week or two after that for them to release the funds. They may send it to you, depends on you, if you're the if you got to go through a bank as far as financing, or you pay cash for the vehicle when you have the title in your hand, they'll send you the check or wire you the money. And then in this case, I got the loan through GM Financial. I had a balance of about 25 grand on this vehicle. My payout was for 22,700, I believe. And that included the $750 deductible. So give or take, it was about 23,500 minus the $750 deductible. So overall, I'm pretty pleased with the payout, given that it's 2015 with 100 and I believe 10 or 15,000 miles. So I also have commercial gap on this vehicle, so it's going to cover the difference. In this situation, I got about 2,500, 3,000 left on the balance. So my commercial gap's going to kick in, and I'll get that covered through that policy with Allied Premier gap coverage. So that's probably going to take maybe like a month or so to get everything processed. Once Turo or IAA sends a check over to GM Financial, I get a copy of that, and I get the paperwork on with the gap insurance company. For the gap side, you need your bill of sale when you bought the vehicle. You need your market valuation that Turo does for you. You need your the check they cut or the wire information they send over to the to GM Financial as far as that information. Anything else you want to include too, like any upgrades you did, documentation, receipts, you can include that in the gap also. So again, commercial gap is not the same as personal gap. Always get commercial gap when you buy vehicles, you finance vehicles, because you don't want to have to worry about having to pay a difference out your pocket. In this case, again, it's only going to be about $2,500, $3,000, but still, it's great to have that gap coverage kick in. And if they deny a claim or something happens, they won't pay out for it. It's no biggie. It's nothing in the world. I'll figure out a game plan, just pay cash or difference out of my pocket. But overall, good claim process for the Escalade. Hate to see her go, but it's part of the game. I like to be transparent and be upfront with you guys and honest in what's going on in my world and how the process works. So what's going to happen next? I'm just looking at other vehicles. Don't know if I'm going to do another SUV, maybe like a Tahoe or Suburban. Don't know about an Escalade. We'll see. Possible. There are a lot of engine issues with the Escalades around the lifters and also some of the issues around the transmissions too. So we'll see what I decide to do. I'll keep you guys posted on the next steps. But if you guys have any questions, my calendar's up to date. Check out my links in the description. And then, we'll go from there, guys. So feel free to jump in my comment section, give me feedback. Let me know what's going on in your guys' fleet and in your world. And, just keep me posted, guys. So again, this is part of the game. It's never fun to talk about these things, but it is part of the game. It happens on a regular basis. But don't get discouraged. Keep your head up, and get mentorship, get guidance from people that have been there and done that. This is probably like out of probably 60, 70 cars I own on the platform, this is probably like my 20th total loss. So I'm kind of familiar with the process, been there and done that. From cars getting stolen to cars getting wrecked, it's all part of the total loss process. So appreciate you guys for chiming in. You guys have a good rest of your night. Take it easy.
You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.